What is up, Flick fans? Welcome back to my channel. You guys know we like to talk about television, streaming, all of those things on this channel. And guess what? We got some Emmy nominations that I haven't seen yet, but we're going to react to it together. We're just going to talk about what got nominated, what didn't, what are the snubs and surprises just off the top of my head. But I need your all's discussion down below. What was your favorite part of these nominations? Which show got the most nominations that you were really impressed with? And what show got in that you were just like, come on, that doesn't deserve to be in here? I just love award shows, being competitive, doing predictions, all of those things. I'm not going to make concrete predictions in this video just yet. I kind of need to go through everything. But as of right now, we're going to take a look at them. So thanks to this wonderful article from TV Line, everything's very concise. We now have our first look at the nominations, or at least my first look. And we do have at the top here the shows that got the most nominations. And let's take a look. So that would be The Crown and The Mandalorian. Wow. The Mandalorian tied with 24 each, followed by WandaVision at 23. The Handmaid's Tale, no doubt there, 21. Saturday Night Live, of course. Ted Lasso. Yes, by the way, I am watching season 2 right now. We'll bring that review shortly. Lovecraft Country. Man, I want more of that show. The Queen's Gambit, which I loved, and Mayor of Easttown. You guys know how much I love that show. So no big surprise there, other than maybe the very genre-specific shows, WandaVision and The Mandalorian, with the most nominations. Now, I expected The Crown to be up there, absolutely, but even more than Queen's Gambit and Mayor of Easttown. That's awesome to see. It really is. So we're going to go through all of these and just take a look at what each category had to offer us. And we're going to start with the big one here, and that is Outstanding Drama. So we're kind of leading off with the most important one, and that is The Boys, Bridgerton, The Crown, The Handmaid's Tale, Lovecraft Country, The Mandalorian, Pose, and This Is Us. Of course, WandaVision being a limited series. But off the bat, you have The Boys in there, which I am super excited about. A lot of people are going to be pumped for Bridgerton. I myself am more excited about The Crown, although all three are well-deserved. The Handmaid's Tale, always a very consistent show in terms of quality. Lovecraft Country, some people will be like, well, shouldn't that go in limited series? No, it was actually up for renewal, did not get renewed. And The Mandalorian, it's nice to see these shows that appeal to a wide range of audiences like The Mandalorian and The Boys kind of be a little bit competitive with something like The Crown, which we know will probably end up taking it home. But one thing I'm seeing consistently on here, Amazon Prime, Netflix, Hulu, HBO, Disney+, not a lot of network television. And we saw here at the top, before I go any further, 96 nominations for network television TV shows or broadcast TV versus last year's 121. So it seems like something that is slowly going down because streaming at this point, that's kind of the way to go. But there's a lot of quality shows on streaming, absolutely, and I think the majority of these shows deserve it. Now, we'll gather up our snubs when we get to the end of drama, but as of right now, I really like this list. Lead actor in a drama, all right? Sterling K. Brown, Jonathan Majors, Josh O'Connor, Reggie Jean Page, Billy Porter, and Matthew Rhys. So right off the bat, I'm looking for Anthony Starr from The Boys as Homelander, and I'm not seeing him in supporting or lead. So that is a huge snub in my opinion. I just think his performance is absolutely outstanding. But as expected, Josh O'Connor, which is probably my favorite in this category. Sterling K. Brown, very consistent. Jonathan Majors, maybe his first, I believe it's his first Emmy nomination. Awesome in that show. And a couple shows that I didn't see in Perry Mason and Pose. So Bridgerton fans will also be very happy because this show is going to keep racking up nominations. Lead actress, we have Olivia Colman, Emma Corrin, Uzo Aduba, Elizabeth Moss, MJ Rodriguez, Journey Smollett. Love me some Lovecraft Country. You guys know how I feel about The Crown. It's incredible. Again, Elizabeth Moss, nice to see her get in. In terms of this category, it is very, very tough because I think, once again, it's tough because The Crown has that momentum from all of these other award shows. So I feel as if it's going to come down between Olivia Colman and Emma Corrin. It could go Corrin's direction, but do not be surprised as well if Journey comes in from Lovecraft Country and kind of steals it, even though what happened to that show getting canceled. So that's a great category. From here on out, I guess I don't have to read everyone, but just some highlights here, of course. More The Crown love, and oh my goodness, 3 from The Crown, 4 from The Handmaid's Tale. That is incredible. Looking at these nominees off the bat, I'm going to go Gillian Anderson as the favorite at this point. Outstanding performance. One of my favorites of last year, but never look over someone like Madeline Brewer or Ann Dowd. Ann Dowd, who is going to be in the Oscar conversation this year for her performance in Mass. She is always in the awards conversation on the television landscape. But The Crown, for me, is the inevitable victor in this category. Then we have supporting actor. Again, The Handmaid's Tale just racking up. Love me some Bradley Whitford. Giancarlo Esposito in The Mandalorian. That is very nice to see. Now, again, I'm like, Anthony Starr, where is he? That's just the one for me that I really expected to see. There's been a lack of love all awards season, but you have Lovecraft Country, Michael K. Williams, incredible. John Lithgow, again, I haven't seen Perry Mason, but we always know he gives quality work. The Crown, only one for The Crown, which is a little bit surprising. Man, wouldn't it be cool? I don't think Esposito's going to win this category, but would it not be awesome if he did? And then we have guest actress and actor. Some highlights include McKenna Grace, who in the episodes I've seen of The Handmaid's Tale this season gave a wonderful performance. Don Cheadle in The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Man, you know what I just realized? That's actually really surprising thus far, because I figured that would be a show that would get a bit more love. Now, you know I preferred WandaVision, but it's really shocking to see Don Cheadle and not like an Anthony Mackie or, even Sebastian Stan. Weird. Very, very weird. But Timothy Olyphant in The Mandalorian, absolutely. Carl Weathers in The Mandalorian. Lots of love. Lots of love for these Disney shows, man. Big time. So very cool to see all those in that category. So let's move into Outstanding Comedy. And this is one that I'm super excited to talk about because we have shows like The Kominsky Method, Ted Lasso, The Flight Attendant, which I haven't seen yet, Emily in Paris. That show's kind of died down for me just a little bit. Cobra Kai, Blackish, Hacks, Pin 15. I just really like this category quite a bit. Cobra Kai, you guys know how I feel about that show. One of my absolute favorites of this year, because it was January 1st. And then we have Ted Lasso, which is a series, as this advertisement plays. Let's exit out of there. Just keeps getting better. I guess I can technically talk about Season 2. Very consistent into Season 2. But Season 1, what Ted is as a character, who he is, it just resonates with so many people. And that story, the uplifting, heartfelt nature of it, and, kind of making me fall in love with the sport that, just like Ted Lasso, I didn't know all that much about. So it was really cool to see. There's another ad. To choose between Cobra Kai and Ted Lasso is ridiculously difficult. I'm still going to have to go with Ted Lasso, though, as the winner, my early prediction in that category. Actress, Allison Janney. Jean Smart, Tracy Ellis Ross. Actor, Jason Sudeikis. That's kind of the highlight for me there. Kenan Thompson in Kenan. All right, that's nice to see. William H. Macy in Shameless. Shameless is an incredible show, by the way. Haven't seen the new season. Michael Douglas in The Kominsky Method, and Anthony Anderson in Blackish. Again, I'm not as familiar with the nominees and actress, but for actor, I'd have to go Sudeikis for Ted Lasso. William H. Macy always gives a phenomenal performance, but Sudeikis is just something else in this show, and he's basically won, the majority of the awards he's been up for this season. Supporting actress in a comedy, some standouts like Juno Temple and Hannah Waddingham, Kate McKinnon, Aidy Bryant. It's always tough to beat the SNL competitors there, but Temple may have this one in the bag. Supporting actor, Kenan Thompson in SNL. Another one for Kenan. Nick Mohammed in Ted Lasso. Jeremy Swift in Ted Lasso. Paul Reiser in The Kominsky Method. It's going to be very difficult to beat Paul Reiser. He's incredible, but one of those Ted Lassos could absolutely take it. And then, of course, guest actress and actor Morgan Freeman in The Kominsky Method. Issa Rae in The Black Lady Sketch Show. Maya Rudolph. Kristen Wiig, always difficult to beat an SNL alum. Let's move into limited series, because here's one that I was super pumped to see. And we know that there's, a lot of great shows in this category. My goodness. I May Destroy You, Mayor of Easttown, The Queen's Gambit, The Underground Railroad, and WandaVision. Now, just from a quality standpoint, The Queen's Gambit, The Underground Railroad, Mayor of Easttown, those are the three for me that stand out like you have some of the best cinematography I've ever seen on television in The Underground Railroad, a phenomenal script in The Queen's Gambit, and just this compelling and ridiculously authentic mystery in Mayor of Easttown. But, you know, the one that gets me really excited as a Marvel fanboy, I love seeing WandaVision on there. And look, even though I was a bit disappointed in the finale, I still think it's an extremely fun show. My choice, though, of what will end up winning, it's going to be hard to beat Underground Railroad. It comes down to Mayor of Easttown or The Queen's Gambit, and I think they go with The Queen's Gambit. It's going to be hard to hold that steam into September, but man, that show packed a huge punch, and I think voters are going to remember that. And then also we have made-for-television movie. A couple of these I didn't see. I did see Uncle Frank, which I thought was really good. Dolly Parton's Christmas on the Square is a Netflix movie that I didn't see. That's rare. Thought I watched everyone. Lead actress, great to see Elizabeth Olsen on there. Great to see Kate Winslet on there. Love Cynthia Erivo, but it's got to be Anya Taylor-Joy, right? Well, you know, Winslet was very impressive in Mayor of Easttown, so I think it's going to come down to those two. But do not be surprised. I keep backtracking. Do not be surprised if Elizabeth Olsen somehow wins this one. Man, I mean, this is a great category. I love everyone in this category. Lead actor in a limited series or movie, Paul Bettany, which could have been for Uncle Frank, but was for WandaVision. Hugh Grant in The Undoing. Nice to see a showing for Hugh Grant. Oh, Ewan McGregor in Houston, which I did end up watching, by the way. I didn't review, but he was very compelling in that show. Lin-Manuel Miranda and Leslie Odom Jr. in Hamilton. That's always a very tough one because it's like, how do you compare those two things? But they're both phenomenal, so I understand why they're in there. Supporting actress and actor from Daveed Diggs in Hamilton, which is my choice. Also, Jonathan Groff, who's incredible. Anthony Ramos. Man, Hamilton is showing out. Evan Peters in Mayor of Easttown. That is really nice to see. And then actress, of course, Jean Smart, Julian Nicholson, Catherine Hahn from WandaVision. Who is going to win these two categories? I mean, it's very tough to go against Hamilton in either category, so I'm going to say Daveed Diggs, but man, I think Catherine Hahn has a shot here. Julian Nicholson stole the show for me, and she may be my favorite from Mayor of Easttown. One of the most emotional, compelling performances of the year. But Catherine Hahn was such a memorable standout from WandaVision. It's going to come down to those two, in my opinion. Then we have a couple of random ones like reality show host and the competition program, unstructured reality program, variety sketch series, variety talk series. They actually didn't list these categories, but I wanted to go to the LA Times website, their article, variety special and animated program. Let's start with animated program and talk about Big Mouth, Bob's Burgers. Did not watch the end of Primal, but I've heard phenomenal things about it. The Simpsons and South Park, The Pandemic Special, which I heard great things about. I need to check it out. That's a great list of shows. A couple of shows that I'm not really caught up on, haven't watched the latest season of. There are actually a couple of shows that I saw on Netflix that I would put over a couple of these, but you expect something like Simpsons, Bob's Burgers, Big Mouth to be on there. Variety special pre-recorded. This is where Hamilton comes into play. They also have Friends the Reunion. Now, I actually prefer the Fresh Prince reunion over Friends the Reunion, even though Friends the Reunion made me a bit more emotional, but just the way it was constructed. Dave Chappelle's special, which I haven't watched. Man, I gotta watch this. I've also heard phenomenal things about American Utopia and the West Wing special. Bo Burnham, Inside. This is the one for me that really just, I am so happy this got nominated. And it's going to come down to Hamilton and Bo Burnham special. I truly believe that. And you know what? Bo Burnham could take this home. He really could. I actually don't know which one I prefer more because I think I gave them both the same exact score. I loved them both so much, 95% for both of these. Yeah, so I don't know which one I want, but it's going to come down to those two. To make a prediction would be foolish. I think Bo Burnham could take it. I really do. That's going to be my way too early prediction. But you guys know these awards will be held in September, so we still got a while. In terms of snubs, just off the top of my head, Brendan Gleeson played Donald Trump in the Comey role. I thought for sure, just seeing snippets and tidbits of his performance, I thought for sure he would get in. The Undoing was an HBO show that made a huge splash, a huge impact, and it's another one that just did not get a lot of love. It got a little bit. I've also heard great things about The Good Lord Bird, and I haven't seen it, but I know what Ethan Hawke can do, so a little shocked that it didn't get any love. Also, Small Axe, and I actually did not end up watching all of the little films in that tiny franchise, but my God, it's very shocking that Small Axe didn't get any love, because the ones that I saw, quality-wise, were amongst some of the best things I watched last year, so that's a little surprising. And then, of course, like I mentioned before, The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. And not that I think it deserved more than maybe The Mandalorian or WandaVision, but maybe a bit more than it got. I believe it set a total of 5 nominations, a couple of technical things, I would assume, and then, of course, Don Cheadle, which was strange to see that. But overall, I think what we got, at least the shows and TV movies that I was able to see, they were all extremely high quality. And to see, Queen's Gambit, Mayor of Easttown, Bo Burnham Inside, WandaVision, Mandalorian, The Boys, all of those things get the love that I believe they deserve. Very, very cool. So, I'm not as invested in the Emmys as I am, say, the Oscars or other things like that, but it's definitely a cool show to kind of react to, make predictions for, and my predictions will be coming. I'm going to wait until closer to the actual ceremony, so you guys stay tuned for that. But overall, I would love to know down below, what was your biggest snub and surprise? And if you enjoyed this video and you'd like to see me do more all throughout the year of awards coverage, be sure to drop your thumbs up down below. I truly appreciate it. Appreciate you guys for watching. This was a lot of fun to do. And stay tuned, because we have so many reviews coming this week. And tomorrow morning, the finale of Loki. I'll see you guys later.